Watch this. Well, we made it to Santorini. Hello from Sarajevo. Morning from Mostar.
Not a highlight.
Raining pretty hard. Day number 2 in Dubrovnik. All right, good morning from the lovely country of Switzerland. Good morning from the literal foothills of the Alps. Good morning from Strasbourg. Good afternoon this time. We spent the morning kind of just relaxing and catching up on some vlogs and travel planning and kind of different things. And we took a train out here to Obernai, which is in the Riesling wine country. Clearly a very popular place as there's a ton of traffic here in this very little small town. But happy to be here. I think we're gonna grab some lunch and then wander out to the vineyards. After a short stroll around the town, which is really beautiful, we made it up a hill, and now we're in the vineyards. So really excited about it. It's actually really beautiful. It's a hill that's overlooking the whole town, and there's vines growing on it. And I think up to our left here is one of the wineries.
I hate to break it to myself, we're only halfway up the hill.
Yeah, it's really pretty. So we're gonna keep wandering along the hill and seeing what there is, but it is really beautiful out here. And obviously all of the grapes are harvested being early November, but the leaves on the vines are turning and it's really beautiful. So we made it all the way up, I think. It looks like we're heading down now. But yeah, we're walking pretty much right on the side of the road, but the vines are behind us. So it's actually really cool. There's a few things that I've already seen. One that's really interesting is it seems like a lot of the vines still have bunches on them, which obviously they've all like kind of dried up and now it's just little tiny stems. But also the ground is super lush. Like I feel like some vineyards, the ground in between is usually like weeds and other things that are trimmed throughout the growing season, where this is just really, really lush green grass. So I think we're gonna keep walking, but definitely interesting to see so far.
The leaves on the vines are beautiful yellow too.
Yeah, it's perfect time to see them change. We walked a little bit further along our wine route, and there's actually a very helpful sign here that talks about controlled grass planting in between the vines. So I wasn't completely off, but also very interesting, they don't actually trim the vines until February. I feel like a lot of wineries, excuse my hair also, it's really windy up here. A lot of wineries will trim in the fall, November, December, but these are actually left on until February.
I thought it was cool too. They manage every other row of grass between the grapes, between the vines. So that was kind of different from what I would have expected instead of every row.
Yeah. But I think we're gonna keep moving. Kelly said there's more signs, so we'll learn more as we go. Well, we're having to cut the route a little short. There was a sign that Kelly translated that said hunting in progress, and then we heard a gun go off, so we're gonna skip that part of the trail and just continue on. But I think that we've switched grape types. The vines are a little bit different here. The leaves are a little bit different as well, so this may be Riesling over here to my left. But maybe one of the signs along the way here will let us know. Winding our way back down to town now. Wine route completed. It wasn't forever long, but it was actually really nice. It even had signs that kind of talked to you about what you were looking at. Very well done. I don't know what wineries owns all the vines that we walked around. It was probably, a few kilometers maybe?
Yeah.
But I think we're gonna wind our way back to town and just explore a little bit more of the town and maybe find a wine tasting. We have a really cool wine dinner lined up for tonight, so TBD on how much tasting we'll do while we're here. But yeah, really cool. All right, we get a two-part night video. Usually we only do one of these, but we just had a quick salad at a little place called Square. It was actually really good salads. But I think that the wine bar is really like appetizers only, or very small tapas plates, and they're kind of expensive. So we went and got a salad before, and now we're gonna go enjoy some wine.
Let's do it.
Yeah. We just finished up tasting some wines here. It's called Alsace Arbore, which means essentially wines to drink. And it's a wine store foremost, I think, but then also has a couple tables inside that you can taste wines for, and a really robust like wine by the glass menu. So we had a really nice time. We started out with a bubbly from Alsace, which is a Cremant. Very nice. And then Kelly had a Riesling Grand Cru, which was honestly my favorite of the night. It was really, really good.
It was really interesting. It was really rocky and minerally, so just a little different from most of the white wines we have at home.
Yeah, it basically smelled like a box of rocks.
Yeah, it did.
But then at the same time, it had really nice like floral notes, kind of subdued behind it, and then obviously some citrusy notes when you actually drink it. And then I had I'm probably gonna butcher this. I think it's a Gewürztraminer, which is kind of a very unique wine. It almost tasted like a Goza, like a beer Goza, is how I can describe it the best.
Yeah.
And then we finished off with 2 orange wines. So it was my first ever orange wine. It's not made with oranges. It's the skin contact from white grape varietals on the wine. And honestly, to me, it's not something that I would drink normally. It's a good trainer wine. It had almost no tannins, all acid, light-bodied wine. Like, it was just super simple. It was really interesting to learn about it, though.
I find it really refreshing.
Yeah, I think Kelly, we got 2 different ones. I think Kelly's was a little bit better than mine, personally.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. But it was a good time. Really enjoyed it. There was a bunch of things on the menu, and I'm really happy with what we ended up with. And we had a great server to help us kind of guide us through the tasting. So overall, a really good time. And I think that our wine tasting is going to lead into our food tasting tomorrow. But for now, we're going to head back to the hotel. So good night.